Hi guys, Freddie here, and today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of recursion in Java. So before we get into the syntax, let's kind of go over what recursion is in Java and how we use it. So recursion is a technique used in Java to solve problems, and it is where you have a method, and inside that method you call the same method. So let's say you're writing a program in Java and you need to calculate a factorial. If you're unaware what a factorial it's basically you're given a number. So we'll say 7 in this instance, or no, we'll say 4. We'll say 4 because that's an easier number to calculate in my head. You're going to calculate it by doing the original number times that original number minus 1, then times that second number minus 1, all the way until you get to 1. So in this case, 4 would be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. It's going to be 24. So now to the actual example that here, I've coded for you guys. So we have our static private method, factorial. We're going to be returning an integer, and we're going to be passing through it an integer. Then inside we have just pretty simple if-else statement. If n is equal to 1, we're going to return 1. If it's not equal to 1, we're going to return n, which is our input, times the factorial of n minus 1. So we're then going to run factorial again, but instead our input's going to be 1 less than our original input. So back to that 4 example here, if we had put in 4, we're going to check to see if 4 is equal to 1, and it's not. So then we're going to have 4 times the factorial of 4 minus 1, so that's 3. So our new n is 3 here, and we're going to repeat that process. 3 is not equal to 1. So now we have 4 times 3 times the factorial of 3 minus 1, so that's 2. We're going to check to see if 2 is equal to 1. It's not. So then we're going to return 2 times the factorial of 2 minus 1. And then 1 is equal to 1, so we're going to return 1. So the whole sequence is going to be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and that's what this method will return. So then, of course, I have my main class here. We have system.out.println. We're referencing our method factorial, and our input is 4. We can go ahead and run this, and as you can see, we get 24. Of course, we can change our input to other numbers. And it'll calculate their factorials. In this case, the factorial for 9 is that number. Or, I don't know, 5. What is that, 120, I believe? Yeah. So that is, in essence, the very, very basics of recursion. There's a lot more advanced techniques in recursion. And in the next video, I'll go over how to make sure your recursion works. So thanks for watching. See you next time.